Hello all! Today I'm going to unbox and take a look at Fort Jefferson Attack Game. This is a strategy game of the Chickasaw attack on Fort Jefferson in 1780. It says it's easy to learn and play. This is from the Historical Game Company, and this is my first look at the Historical Game Company. In fact, this week will be somewhat of a Historical Game Company week. As a little bit of a teaser, I'll also be looking at Siege of Khartoum and 55 Days at Peking. Both of them have game in the title. I believe that Steve Kling is the designer of all three of these, and also I think he might be the proprietor of the Historical Game Company. It is sourced, or their games are sourced by Blue Panther Games. If you've noticed this box and this kind of design, and once we open it up, you'll probably recognize the quality and type of components. Then you recognize that as Blue Panther. Blue Panther is a third-party sourcing organization or company. In fact, I think they're actually starting to print their own games now or publish their own games, but they source games for the Historical Game Company, Catastrophe Games, Hollandspiel, and White Dog. So at least, I mean, those are at least four of which companies or games publishers I've covered that use Blue Panther. And so this is, so the quality of the components and map and cards or counters or what you might have in the box should look somewhat similar to for Blue Panther. So flip this over, and we can see here we've got an example of the counters themselves, example of the map, and looks like this is going to have cards. Let's take a little closer look here of the contents and the counters. Everything looks interesting here, looks good. And the Fort Jefferson Attack Game is a low to moderate complexity tactical game covering the Chickasaw attack on Fort Jefferson during the American Revolutionary War. The game takes about 90 minutes to play. One player commands the Americans and their allies, and the other commands the Chickasaw. So this is not something that you see a lot of coverage on, or at least I haven't seen a lot of coverage on, so I am interested into looking at this. I'm also interested in not only this company, but the designs of this designer, to see if there's kind of a similarity between some of the designs, or if there's mechanisms that are similar. As I said, I picked up 3 games from them that the topics looked interesting. The topics look intriguing. If you've followed my channel at all, you know that I like topics that are a little off the beaten path, and so these look like they meet that qualification, or that type of interest that I would have in these games. So this game, I don't know if there's any games that have I don't know of any games that simulate the Fort Jefferson attack. I really don't. I didn't really know about the Fort Jefferson attack until I saw this game. So there you have it. I've learned something just by picking up this game. I've actually learned something. So this box is similar to what you would expect for Blue Panther. The counters are kind of like a laser cut, and you can see here they come off relatively easy because some of them have already come off in the box. As you see, they're really thick. Very thick counters, and they have kind of this laser cut type effect to it. Double-sided there. Let's see what we have that came out of the box here. You get an example of the counter there and see how it looks. Then we've got maybe this goes like this. There. So we think we have everything. We have some cards here. They usually have like a little slip cover or a little X or cross slip. And, this is typical Blue Panther type quality cards. They're not super thick, but they're thick enough that, they're going to be able to last some shufflings. There's not very many cards here, so I don't know if you really shuffle or use these a whole lot, or have to go through these a whole lot. So we have one for the American cards and one for the Chickasaw. And then this is like just a print counter there. So it looks like we have move, attack, and special on those cards. And you've got all the Americans look like they have the fort on there. But there's some different cards in there. It's just a print counter. And then all the Chickasaw have the similar graphic, but it is a different graphic than the Americans. And then they have their move and attack and special on there as well. So very nice. You get a die, good thick white die. And the rules, my goodness, 4 pages of rules. When I say my goodness, it's not very much. Dual column color. You get example explanation of the counters there. I like how they use different silhouettes, consistent with the time period. And so you have 4 pages of rules. So this should be relatively easy to get into. Here's your terrain effects chart. There you have it. So let's look at the map here. Oh, I like this map. Oh, I really do like this map. So normally with Blue Panther and some of their other game companies, you get paper map. This is a little bit of a canvas type map. See that there? Really nice. And it's got a little bit of a finish on here with the printing. Oh, I really do like that. I'm kind of sold right out of the box there. I do like that map. So here's the fort that's under attack. A lot of interesting notations on here. This is how you can move, I guess, between this island here. We have some red stars and some blue stuff. Let's just take a closer look at that. I just like the feel of this map. Very nice. Let's take a look at the terrain here. Let's see, there's the back of the box. See what our terrain effects is here. So that is a destruction objective. So those are destruction objectives, and this is fleeing citizens placement symbol right there. Special movement areas allows a crossing of the creek here. Okay. Very cool. All right, I like this right out of the box. I tend to like, different topics, of course, but I also like games that are not too complex, so I can get into the topic and kind of get in and get out, as the case may be. Games that don't outstay their welcome too long. I never really grew up with monster games. I played a few, but and I have nothing against them. It's just that I've never had that amount of time to dedicate to it. So, and I have such varied interest and such a short attention span that games that let me get into a topic, understand it, play it a few times, and then get out of it onto something else, and come back to it later on if I feel like it. I tend to gravitate more towards them. So that's why you see so many. I can't get that back in there, but just want to get it what it's supposed to look like out of the box. So there you have it. This is what you get in a box of Fort Jefferson Attack Game. That game just kind of throws me a little bit. From the Historical Game Company. I tell you what, I'm excited about this week. This is a good start to the week. I'm interested to see what the other games hold or have in store for me. But this one, I like this. I've seen some gameplay on it. I think it might have been the Player's Aid or somebody else that was doing some gameplay on it. So I kind of got a glimpse of that, and that got me interested into, well, I don't have anything from the Historical Game Company. I need to check out their product. So anyway, there you have it, Fort Jefferson Attack Game. This looks like I should be able to get this to the table in short order after I get the other games unboxed as well. So if you've played this or played any of the other games from Historical Game Company, love to know your thoughts on them. What do you think? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Too easy, not enough chrome, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. And if you haven't, and this is your first introduction to it, I'd like to know your thoughts on that. Does this look interesting to you, or something you probably want to stay away from, or just not interested in this topic? Anyway, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by. And the best way I know that you stopped by is drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about this game or Historical Game Company or any of their games, or tell me what I should check out next, or anything that's on your mind. Just keep it civil. Anyway, take care. Thanks for watching.